Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the term planner. First of all, let's quickly discuss why would we use the term planner. Well, it could be that more than one of you are currently using the Maths Whiteboard website in your department. One of the biggest benefits of using the Maths Whiteboard is its ability to allow you free access to a range of different resources. However, if multiple people are accessing those resources, you are in essence duplicating some of the workflow in order to be able to get to those resources. So the main aim is to try and reduce the workload of staff. And by using a term planner, what it will do is allow you quick access to specific resources that are more relevant to the scheme of work for that particular half term. So in terms of accessing specific resources using the planner, what does this look like? So let's consider the workflow. The first thing you'll need to do is build your planner for each year group. Then you can access some of the resources. You can access self-assessment revision lists, generate starter or revision boards based on a specific list defined by a half term, access example pair boards and activities that secure the knowledge from a particular half term, and you can also generate worksheets based on specific skills from that half term. So let's see what this looks like in reality. So from the Maths Whiteboard website, select the Term Planner board from the home screen. So this is your planner designer. On the left is your planner, and on the right are all the skills for the Maths Whiteboard website. In your planner, you can open up a particular tier and also a half term. Now, selecting my half term, I currently have no skills listed, so at the moment it's completely blank. In order to populate skills from the Maths Whiteboard site onto my planner, I can select a topic strand and it will bring up a list of subtopics. Selecting a subtopic will then bring up a list of skills. Now in Year 7, we might happen to be focusing on single variable addition and subtraction. Dragging and dropping the plus symbol into a particular half term will add it to that half term. And I can carry on dragging and dropping particular skills to build up my planner for Year 7. So let's say I've now finished my plan for Autumn 1. At the moment, on the drop-down menu it says Create a new plan. Selecting the Save symbol, it will bring up a performer that needs to be completed. Your school name, a password, and then also your email address. Now the email address will not be saved, but it will be used in order to be able to send you a copy of that password. The password will be required anytime that you wish to edit the planner, so do please make sure you keep this safe. Submitting the proforma, you get a notification to say that your medium-term plan has now been saved, and more importantly, your score has been added to the drop-down menu. One of the benefits of using the term planner has to be about how we access the resources. Now, since I've got everything added into the Autumn 1 term, then I can now access my example pair board and my secure whiteboard fairly easily for each of these individual skills. So for instance, single variable addition subtraction, I can select the example whiteboard board, and there are my example pairs. Same with the secure whiteboard. 6 quick questions on how to collect like terms. Now I've shown you how to do this for Year 7, but you can also do this for Year 8 just by simply selecting the Year 8 from the drop-down box and then opening up your Autumn 1 planner and dragging and dropping skills into it. In order to look at how we can use the planner tool more effectively, I'm going to hop into Hinchinbrook Schools Planner. For all the Year 7 curriculum, I've added the Autumn 1 plan and also the Autumn 2. Now in Autumn 2, we cover a range of different skills, but it's important that when it comes to retrieval and revision, that we cover stuff from the previous half term as well. So once I select the last lesson, last week, last topic and last term whiteboards, you can see that it brings up a list of skills from this half term initially. So in my last lesson, I was looking at angles in a triangle. Last week, on the other hand, I was looking at how we can measure angles. The last topic I did isn't currently listed, but I'll show you how it can be amended. So for now, I'm just going to simply select lines of symmetry. In order to then be able to select something from the last half term, it actually brings up the Autumn 1 list. So now I can select a skill to practice from the previous half term. Then click Create. And straight away, here is my revision starter. Now, as I said, this topic perhaps didn't quite fit in with what I wanted, so I can open up the main menu and search for a particular skill that's more suited. And there's my starter. Likewise with the revision whiteboard. Here I can select 6 topics from this half term that I want to display on a single screen. So perhaps I want to focus on anything relating to angles. There are my 6 topics. Select Create. And there's my revision board. Selecting any of the questions will then bring up the answers. Thinking of other ways that this planner could be used, we also have the little PDF symbol. Selecting the PDF, I want Foundation Autumn 1 for Year 7 and click Create. Now what this will do is it will generate a PDF with all of the skills from that half term listed, but with red, amber, green listed against each of the skills. Now giving this to the students, it will allow students to see key vocabulary relating to the skills I'm covering in a half term, but also allow them the ability to self-assess each of the different skills as we move through that half term. I hope you've seen a resource that you'd like in this video. If you have any ideas or any feedback, do drop me a line on Twitter or as an email at matt@mathswhiteboard.com. Thank you for watching.